just to give you a little history, there's what we call the rehire program that the mayor supported of getting firefighters that had been in with us before. And that person had been with us for 3 weeks now, and he was able to rip the door out. Was a big, strong guy. Was able to rip the door out. At that point, we were able to extract those firefighters that were at the doorway. The rehire program, as you know, firefighters left. But then now with the new administration, new mayor, new leadership, they wanted to come back, right? And these were firefighters that worked for Houston. So they came back, and thanks to the union as well and some of the contracts that were worked on, they were able to come back. And just did a little bit of retraining with them, but they today is a prime indicator of what that rehire program did for us, for people that are familiar with Houston, familiar with the Houston Fire Department and the training that we do. So that was another blessing today.
Obviously, we're understaffed.
Yes.
And cadet class were not being filled until we reached a settlement and assured the firefighters that they were going to know their conditions and benefits. So now, not only are we seeing our recruitment being successful and our cadet class becoming larger, but we're actually seeing rehires. The morale is very high in the Houston Fire Department and actually in the Houston Police Department. These individuals place their lives on the line each and every day. They appreciate an administration and leadership that protects them, makes certain that their families are going to be cared for if they are taken in the line of duty. So, you know, this is not just the physical burns, it's the psychological support that they receive from the city of Houston, and they haven't received that in recent years. So now, that's why you see firefighters line the halls of this hospital, because they care for each other, they care about citizens. We're doing rehires. There is a quicker pathway for them to become first responders, and we saw evidence of a rehire this morning, most likely saved the lives of 3 brave firefighters. So things are working well. I think we're very fortunate today that we're not sitting here with 3 fatalities. They were moments away from losing their lives. And if you look at their burns, they will heal. But the psychological impact of not only them, their family, but their fellow firefighters is significant. And that's why I would ask all Houstonians to keep them in their prayer. And it's also why I'm here to represent the citizens of the city of Houston. People care for their firefighters and first responders. And there's some that challenge, for political reasons, the benefits of firefighters. No citizen that I'm aware of, unless you're called to be a firefighter or a police officer or EMS or other brave first responders, would run into a burning building. We all know that. There's not a person who can hear my voice that's outside the uniform of a firefighter that would run in to save lives. They were trapped, and another firefighter risked his life to save 3 colleagues. And that's why we're here, thanking the department and the rank and file for what they do each and every day. And the leadership has the morale at an all-time high. We have more work to do. They need additional resources. We need additional equipment, and we are addressing that on a daily basis.
I'm gonna put, even though the mayor's standing here, and give some credit. You all have stood here in the previous administration for 8 years, watched 600 plus firefighters leave this department because of the morale, because of the leadership that we had previously. But because of Mayor Whitmire, his leadership, and Chief Munoz, and the contract that we were able to secure, we were able to put language in there that sent the message to everybody that had left HFD that it's time to come back, and they did. This is a first time ever program that has never happened in the history of the Houston Fire Department, and it is because of what Mayor Whitmire and Chief Munoz have done and what we were able to put in the contract to not only save taxpayers money, but to get firefighters back on the line. And if we hadn't have had the firefighter that came back under the rehire program, I don't know what would have happened this morning. But I thank God every day that we have him and that he was the one that opened the door and got our guys out. That's why we say seconds matter in this business. It's not politics, it's not a joke. We've got 3 burned firefighters up there with their families who have a long road to recovery. And we know that Houstonians support us, and it is the men and women that go out there every day is why we stand here in support of them. And they know that they have an administration that is doing everything possible to support them. So that credit goes to Mayor Whitmire, and that goes to Chief Munoz, thinking outside the box, saving not only taxpayers' money, but bringing back qualified firefighters and paramedics to man these trucks, because this is a dangerous, dangerous job. And it takes somebody with a servant's heart to come in and to do the job that we do every day. So thank you again, Mayor Whitmire. But his mere presence here today shows the support for Houston firefighters. And that's something that the men and women have not seen in leadership in decades. And so that means everything to the families, and it means everything to us and the rank and file. Thank you.